That's another thing too. Why I had to do this. I got another goddamn copyright strike from your ass this morning. They just gave me a warning though, but I got another damn block on my shit. Actually, it was 2 blocks in a row because the damn tailor-made freestyle was still up. The tailor-made shit that they make you take down. That the Tupac estate made you take down. Tailor-made freestyle. That shit got me blocked. Man, bullshit. I'm getting tired of answering to you, Drake. What about the Soulja tracks going around? Say what? What you talking about there, Eros? They got Soulja Boy references of for Drake records, or just Soulja Boy references for Soulja Boy songs? Which one? Because I ain't hearing nothing about this. I ain't even hear about this yet. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. I ain't hearing nothing about this. Interpolated his one-handed verse on the song "Miss Me." We all remember that meme that spawned out of Atlanta rappers appeared at the Breakfast Club. We reminded everyone Drake of. Okay, so no, that it's nothing about him necessarily. I don't see anything at least. Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing is about the Soulja Boy saying that Drake admitted to copying his bars. That's what's happening thing. I don't necessarily see anything about that. But say your last goodbyes. Say your last goodbyes to BBL Drizzy. We're gonna move on from Mr. Drake. And move on to his, I guess you could say, arch nemesis that, is a video I saw, if it's real, where he straight stole Soulja Boy joints. Well, that's the thing. He actually did admit him how you call it, him referencing Soulja Boy. He did admit that. Yes, that you were talking about that video. Yes, he did say that. He did admit that he got some influence from Soulja Boy. Yes, he did say that. Speaking of which, speaking of videos, I'm glad you said that, Eros. There was something that I had forgotten. It was something I had forgotten. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Where's my which episode was that? Was it this one? Trying to find the episode here where they actually had gotten. There's my reptilian episodes. I actually found a video where they got Speed. If you're not familiar with who I'm talking about the influencer Speed. Let me see here. I believe it has to be this one. Okay. I'll find it very shortly. I'll find it very shortly. But I have a video of where they caught Speed's eyes changing as well. I'll have to find that in just a second here. But I guess we shall move on. We shall move on to Kanye West. Mr. Kanye West. Mr. Kanye West. So they've been talking now about this gentleman named Milo. Where is that? Yeah. Okay. Kanye West ex-chief of staff Milo Yiannopoulos shares texts purportedly showing rapper asking dentists for nitrous gas. Kanye West's former chief of staff shared text messages purportedly showing the rapper asking his dentist for nitrous gas. Milo Yiannopoulos posted a screenshot on his Twitter account Tuesday of the group conversation among him, West, and Dr. Thomas Connolly in an effort to prove that the Yeezy founder had developed an addiction to nitrous oxide, which is more commonly known as laughing gas. Now, when I think of that, I think of the Joker. When the Joker was supposedly addicted to gas. But there was something else I had stumbled upon in which Kanye said he was off of the gas. Kanye said himself he was off the gas. Hold on. Oh, I'll just show the short. I'll just show the short for y'all real quick.
I'm on the nitrous. Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous. Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous. I'm on the nitrous. Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous. Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous. I'm on the nitrous. Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous.
He was talking to Ryan Garcia.
This yeah, I'm on the nitrous.
He's pretty much talking to Ryan Garcia. And letting you, oh, there it is. So letting him know that he was high off the nitrous gas. And I thought, wow, okay, so there is some proof to this. This isn't just some allegation. This nigga getting high off nitrous oxide. And I wasn't necessarily shocked by it, because I started saying, oh, it's time. It must be time. When he did the Yes Jules rant at the first Vultures, and he started showing them signs of dementia, you know, where you get real forgetful about what you want to say, so you keep just rattling on about different shit. When I started seeing that from Ye, I started saying, yo, something else is up with him. Something else mentally is up with him. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it, because I'm like, yo, he ain't the type to smoke weed and like that. You know, I would think after we covered it here on the pod. I would think after his running with the other doctor, that was his handler. That was one of the handlers, I should say. I would think after that running with the doctor, he would stay away from shit like this. He would stay away from the pills and all that other bullshit that they was trying to put him under. But lo and behold, they have gotten him another way. And this was probably one that was out of left field, but like I said, I kind of saw it coming. Not necessarily nitrous oxide, of course, but I kind of saw it coming where, yeah, he directly lifted several bars. Okay, so I saw it coming in a sense that they had to get Kanye some type of way. They had to get Kanye some type of way. They couldn't get him with, you know, the regular cliche killing off the celebrity, because he's already whistleblown that that's how they're going to do it. So they have to get him on something to where it looks like he's admittingly taking it publicly. And this is proof that he's publicly asking for it. So it's not like they drugged him and killed him, or made him say he had an addiction. The nigga really does have an addiction. Now, who got him addicted to this is my real question. Who put him on to fucking nitrous oxide? And who got him addicted? Who encouraged him to do it? Because now my concern starts to turn to the wife. And I want to know, you know, are you really a mute? Because at first, I can see that you were just his muse and became his wife just like majority of Kanye's girlfriends have always been. Of course, we're talking about somebody that hasn't had. He's had a very recycled love life, if you will. That's why I said first they're the muse, then they become his wife. First he's fucking him a lot, and he's fucking him a lot. They become his wife. Hell, you can travel this one back to Amber Rose. We know he wasn't going to necessarily wife Amber Rose, but if you look down right after that, he pretty much followed the same blueprint with every other girl after that. Just Kim got the ring. Okay. Now Bianca is a former employee of Yeezy. I forgot her actual occupation for Yeezy, but I think she was a either a program director or a designer for Yeezy in Australia. Now, certain things started to come down the pipeline from that. And shout out to Tisa Tells. Uh, because what came down the pipeline was that her family is mob tied. So, what I mean by that is her uncle. Let me see. Yeah, her uncle, Eric Sensory, is a known killer. Northbridge underworld figure and murderer Eris Sensory revealed to be Kanye's wife Bianca's uncle. Kanye West's new wife Bianca Censori has been courting media attention thanks to her provocative. Okay, however, her family's connections to a notorious Australian crime syndicate with ties to Perth have been revealed. Bianca, a voluptuous architect with Italian roots, comes from a family with ties to Australia's criminal underworld. Her uncle was a former Perth crime identity Eris Sensory. In 1982, Eris was sentenced to death for the murder of Perth man Michael Sidris. Bianca's father, Leo Sensory, has also served time for possession of heroin and a loaded pistol. Leo was once described as a heavy criminal figure and faced threats to his life in the 1990s. Before accepting police protection, the Sensory siblings, including Edmondo, Leo, and Eris, moved to Australia as child immigrants in the 1960s. Uncle Eris moved to Perth in 1981 and began an amusement machine business in Northbridge with Edmundo, let's see, aka Eddie, aka Melbourne's Al Capone. The Australian Al Capone is what they called him. So, what does that necessarily have to do with Kanye and the gas addiction, right? I start to ask myself, what if Bianca is another handler for Kanye? Because, yes, he's far removed from the Kardashians, but he's not necessarily removed from all of his handlers around him because he still very much hangs around Corey. He still very much hangs around Corey Gamble. And we all know Corey Gamble shows up around death. Corey Gamble shows up around Kim Porter, her last days of death. Mr. Corey Gamble showed up around Mike. I should say his family did, but Mr. Corey Gamble has showed up with Yeezy at the Donald Trump meeting. Corey is everywhere with Mr. Yeezy. So if Corey Gamble, a CIA informant, I don't gotta say allegedly with that. You can look that one up. Is with him. If a CIA informant is with Yeezy all the time, what is it to stop his wife from being a handler as well? And if his wife is a handler of him with these mob ties, one would know how to remove someone quietly, wouldn't they? One would know how to murder the other one and get away with it, wouldn't they? Which leads me to ask, okay, how do we know Bianca has some type of control? We look no further than one piece of evidence here. Happy wife Kanye West's wife Bianca Censori declared special power attorney as she takes control of his comeback. Now, this was just August last year. The 46-year-old rapper reportedly had an unofficial ceremony with the young Australian architect in January when they got married, just 2 months after his divorce from Kim Kardashian was finalized. Think of that, right? So 2 months after he is finally divorced from Kim Kardashian, right? 2 damn months. Just them 2 months before that, this brother was on every single interview and podcast and talk show you could think about, talking about he was going to get Kim back one day. 2 months later, he found better pussy and married it. So, needless to say, now, I mean, she's not, she's nothing to sneeze at. But at the same time, you have to ask yourself questions as far as the same when everybody else asked. Bitch, where did you come from? Like, how did you just all of a sudden pop up as the wife? And then a source told the U.S. Sun that Bianca has taken the reins when it comes to business after Kanye was canceled for his anti-Semitic remarks back in November. See, that part, excuse me, that part stuck out to me like a sore thumb because now I'm saying to myself, oh, so there was a plan for that to happen, for him to even have a need to use Bianca as power of attorney to handle his business. You see how they tricked you there, Ye? You see how they tricked you there, brother? They pretty much forced you, or should I say, they pretty much tied your hands behind your back, smacked the shit out you, took the handcuffs off, and said, here the key. Now we're going to tie your hands back again, but we ain't going to give you the key this time. We're going to let you figure out what you want to do. That's pretty much what happened here. And him doing drastic thinking, him saying, oh, okay, I kind of see what's going to happen here. They pretty much going to cancel me. You know what I mean? I gotta be able to move around some way. It was at a point where he couldn't go in banks, he couldn't get no money out, he couldn't do shit because of his anti-Semitic shit. So that just tells me that a lot of that shit was also planned to happen. Because how do you just, for someone just, saying some shit on the internet, all of a sudden, they can't go get money out of the bank because I said something about some Jews? I can't go get $20 out the bank because I dissed some Jewish people? Excuse me. That just tells me who owned the bank, though. At the same time, nigga, I can't go in the mall and get some clothes because I said some shit about Jewish people. What is happening here? What is going on here for real? So now Bianca becomes power of attorney to handle all the business for him and get the money out the bank because he can't. And I'm assuming now that she pretty much just stayed power of attorney. And if she's power of attorney while he's going through this nitrous oxide addiction, and this just happened last year. See, this is all happening way too fast. That's the other thing that people aren't thinking about. This is happening all while too fast. Okay, his tweet about the Jewish community saw him dropped by multiple big names, including Balenciaga, Gap, and Adidas, and he claimed he lost $2 billion in a day. With his career in taters, he's been trying to keep his Yeezy clothing and shoe line alive while also fighting a number of lawsuits from former associates. So there was a literal need for him to actually tuck his tail and pass the ball to Bianca. He pretty much doesn't have control over shit if you really want to think about it, because Bianca and Kim are close. That's another piece to this puzzle people aren't figuring out. Bianca and Kim are actually close. They ain't fighting each other. Yes, Bianca has been seen, or should I say, her in public defending Kanye. But that's her man. She's supposed to do that. But then you will also see the stints of them hanging out together with North, or just hanging out together in general. And then when I see certain captions or headlines saying that Kim want to have a sit down about the co-parenting ground rules, I wasn't born yesterday. The last thing Kim want to talk about is some damn ground rules while this nitrous oxide shit is happening. I'm pretty sure she is starting to count the assets that are left when it comes to looking at Kanye. That's what Kim Kardashian is doing. She is counting the assets, doing her own assessment of things. That's what she's doing. Because when it is time for Kanye to go, unfortunately, that time is coming upon us, I feel like. Quicker than we actually would like to even deal with. When that time does come, do not be surprised at all when you see Kim Kardashian all of a sudden having certain investments that are very expensive go on. Do not be surprised about that. On top of, don't be surprised about the tell-all book from Bianca when he passes. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to Kanye West and Bianca Censori, Bianca is his new handler. I don't think people have caught on to that yet. Bianca is the new handler for Kanye. It saddens me to even know that, because this is someone that, tried to be like Roddy Piper in the They movie, in the They Live, I should say. He tried to be like that and take the shades off and see everybody for what they really were. He tried to escape. What it do, Tamiko Show? What it do? What it do? Pretty Tree, what it do? What it do? He tried to escape. He tried to get out of this. Kanye tried to escape the game. But you cannot escape. Once you're in, once you take the oath, there is no escaping. You either become someone of value when you pass, or you become devalueless and just pass. But if you're not of someone of value to monetize, you'll just be forgotten. You'll be rotten and forgotten. Kanye has tried to just get away from the industry and avoid this type of shit from even happening to him. How we know is he had a spiritual awakening at TMZ one evening.
Based on what you've just said here, it sounds to me you got precisely the reaction you wanted by wearing that hat.
I didn't want a reaction.
You wanted a reaction.
No.
You knew there was going to be a reaction.
I knew there was going to be a reaction, but I'm just living my life day by day, doing what I feel and what the Spirit calls upon me to do.
But it also
But you realize
opens
that you
up this
influence
dialogue that you're not apologizing, because everybody else, when they make a statement like that, they end up apologizing because they're so worried about what people say on social media.
Well, you know why? You know why when I went to visit him the first time, right after the election. Yeah, and I took the tweets down and everything.
Yeah.
Because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. I was drugged out. I was on opioids. 2 days after I got off of opioids, and I was addicted to opioids, 2 days I got off of opioids, I'm in the hospital, right? I'm taking hey, everyone listen to this, please. 2 days before I was in the hospital, I was on opioids. I was addicted to opioids. I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all. I got liposuction because I didn't want y'all to call me fat like y'all called Rob at the wedding and made him fly home before me and Kim got married. I didn't want y'all to call me fat, so I got liposuction.
What you are literally hearing is him pretty much having another mental breakdown. See, Kanye has these different periods of mental breakdowns and spurts. This is one of those mental breakdowns he literally had at a great time in front of TMZ to let people know that, hey, I was pretty much Hollywood pressured into taking those pills because I was made to be scared of what you guys think of me. We're talking about Kanye West here. And I can't say that in the same sentence of care about how you feel about me. Or Kanye West care about what you think of me. When I see or hear Kanye West, it's the last thing I think about. Kanye is a person he's always been a person of very strong will. Very, very strong will. So it saddens me to hear that he was pressured into taking those pills because he didn't want someone to call him fat. Of all things, we're talking about the guy that made the hook. You worry about the wrong things, the wrong things. You should have followed that, Kanye.
Right? And they gave me opioids, right? And I started taking 2 of them and then driving to work on the opioids, right? Then my boy, and I'd always ask my boy, to hand me if it's, we on tour, give me some weed, blah, blah, blah. So he had to go give me the opioids. And there was talks amongst my camp, like, Ye's popping pills, right? So when he handed this to me, he said, this is used to kill genius, right? So I didn't take it. 2 days later, I'm in the hospital. I was taking 2 pills a day at that time. When I left the hospital, how many pills you think I was given? 7. I went from...
Imagine that, right? Someone being high off opioids twice during the day. But imagine a nigga taking 7 of them shits a day. And you got the brain of Kanye West. It's little shit like that I wish people would take notice when a person is saying, yo, I'm fucking dying. Can you help me? That's what I hear with this.
Taking 2 pills to taking 7. So the reason why I dropped those tweets and everything, because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. And I'm not drugged out. These pills that they want me to take 3 of a day, I take 1 a week, maybe 2 a week. Y'all had me scared of myself, of my vision. So I took some pills so I wouldn't go to the hospital and prove everyone right.
Notice how I got quiet on him because they didn't understand what he actually had just said. They drugged me and wanted me to keep taking the drugs. They wanted me to keep taking these bullshit pills that pretty much controlled me. They wanted to put me on these prescription drugs that pretty much controlled me. And there was nothing I could do about it except just take them and hope for the best. you gotta pray for Kanye because this is when I see this, I start saying to myself, "Yo, they are readying him for death." This is no different, and everyone said that too with Michael Jackson. This is very Michael Jackson-esque. It's just more the sense that yes, they are readying him, unfortunately, to pass.
We are drugged out. We are following other people's opinions. We are controlled by the media. And today it all changes. You got Tupac and Lennon in that hallway. Today it all changes. We need to think how to think free. We need to be free thinkers. Then we need to learn how to feel free. People say feel free, but we don't even know how to feel free or think free. Say what you feel, positive or negative. I just got off the phone with J. Cole. He said, how'd you feel when they said the Crips is gonna kill you? I said, man, that was the headline. But when they said they wanted to beat me up, I said, that's great. They're my brothers. They love me. They don't want nothing to happen to Ye. They just want to beat some sense into me. I love Daz. I love the Crips. I love the Bloods. I love everyone. How many people are feeling, how many people felt something that I said today? Raise a hand if you felt something that I said today. Do you feel that I'm feeling, do you feel that I'm being free and I'm thinking free?
Yes.
I actually don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought. And the reason why I feel like that.
And there's always that one nigga that didn't hear what he just said. Nigga, he was asking, am I thinking free? That little part right there got misheard. Because at the end of the day, what that gentleman doesn't realize is that eventually what Kanye just asked will not be available anymore. And you won't be able to be a fucking free thinker. You can just be a free thinker to yourself. And even then, if they so much as to happen to find that you was hating on something, that might be it right there. Just saying.
Because Kanye, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. But there is fact and real world, real life consequence behind everything that you just said. And while you are making music and being an artist and living the life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Every day we have to walk into that truth while you choose to say things that, to be honest with you, dog, are nonsensical. You want to think freely? That's fine. I'll combat your free thought with my free thought because mine is grounded in a reality that I have been given and a reality that I'm going to change, but I'm not going to do it by pretending that the enemies are on the same team as me. And frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably...
But he never said that, though. He never said that. He never said that the enemies were on the same team. Furthermore, I get what you're getting at, the whole crabs in the barrel thing. However, what Ye is actually trying to challenge you to do, my brother, is simply just say that you are able to do what you like, but you don't necessarily have the free will that you think you have. They have free will over you. You don't have free will over them, not the other way around. And I think that brother missed that.
Hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real. That's the way I feel. Stand on all the coffee tables you want to stand on. Say whatever you want to say, but don't throw a stone, then hide your hand like the rest of us are just going to swallow it. Yay, be yay. I'm off it forever. Do you. But remember, the life that I live is as a real person, an actual person.
Now, the thing is, he said something, he said grounded in reality.
Now, of course, you heard the claps and everything like that because of, yeah, that's something that, majority, 95% of the people in that room, hell, 95% of the people right now in general feel like that. Like, yo, I'm a real person, but what does that even mean? Because does that mean that Kanye's not because he's a fucking celebrity and he's of certain status? He's not a real person anymore? See, that's the thing. Yeah, you have the reptilians and shapeshifters and shit like that, but at the end of the day, when we are still talking about the original real people, the original real vessels of these people, those people are still human beings at the end of the day. They deserve to live as well. They don't deserve to just die off because they made a bad decision to get into the industry and didn't watch the P's and Q's. That's just that. Not everybody is going to also live by the book. And that is what Kanye is also trying to convey. We need to stop living by their book.
Reality has been forced upon us. It is a choice. Just like when I said slavery is a choice. The reality, we can make our own reality. We can talk about history, but not too long. We need to talk about our now because we can fix and start loving each other now. When I say we have no enemies, we don't have enemies. Black people have a tendency to focus and march when a white person kills a black person or wears a hat. But when it's 700 kids being killed in Chicago, it's okay. It's okay for blacks to kill blacks. But if it's a white thing...
I don't think anybody's saying that's okay.
There's been more focus and more marches
that is a lie.
about
don't
whites killing blacks than kids in Chicago killing each other.
That's a lie. There are black people working there.
There are no marches.
Over 90% of black people getting killed are killed by other blacks.
That's a fact.
The black homicide rate is a fact.
That is a fact.
Black on black crime is a fact.
But there are black people.
Okay,
wait a second.
Now this is a problem.
Wait a second.
We have to. You're too far. You have to be closer to me.
I'm here right now. There are black people working every single day.
Brother, don't scream because it will make us look crazy.
I don't care how we look in front of this. You talking some bullshit.
No, when you scream, and you don't talk, it doesn't look.
Right. See?
Let me just say something.
See, right there is what Ye was getting at from the beginning. Why are you yelling at me, black man? And you see how the woman had to step in and say, yo. What he is trying to say is he is speaking up for you. Why are you going against what I'm saying? That is Ye's point in a nutshell. Why is it when one of us has a voice? Better yet, why is it when the ant gets on top of the hill and does his Martin Luther King speech, there's a Malcolm X that wants to cut his ankle up underneath and say, but I have a better way of doing this. But then you get a Farrakhan that wants to take out the Malcolm X. You'll get that one later. Anyway, we have that. It's just that it's not even a crab in a barrel mentality as much as I can do this better than you mentality. That's not even a crab in a barrel mentality. That's just a fucked up way of thinking and programming that we can do better than one another instead of we can do better with one another. That's all Kanye keep trying to motherfucking say.
Point this upon you.
Okay, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about because these are two different versions of somebody else's truth. This is two different versions of somebody else's truth. So he gets up and he's talking slavery, right? Okay, I'm not enslaved, so that it's like I don't mean to insult his reality.
No, Kanye,
look at you, little Candace Owens.
I just want to give him a hug.
right. Like I don't mean to.
No. I think he might want to fight me, but I want to give him a hug.
Okay, but like.
Let's finish the conversation and then we'll...
What Kanye just
I love you, and I want to give you a hug. I feel like you want to fight me right now, but I love you.
I don't fight with my fist, man. I've been through that. This is what I'm saying.
So if I come over there, you're not going to fight me?
No, I'm not going to hit Kanye West and TMZ. Bro, you gotta be responsible, man.
Bro, I'm sorry I hurt you.
You gotta be responsible, dog.
I'm sorry I hurt you,
man,
bro.
Your voice is too big. You gotta
I'm sorry I hurt you, bro. I love you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you with my words, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I love you, bro.
Responsible, man.
Bro,
You gotta be responsible.
I didn't mean to say things that hurt you. I didn't mean to wear the hat out the blue and shock so many people and not give them a way out of the pain. I understand that gave them pain, that made them see pain. But guess what? When I went into the hospital. We're now in the hospital. TMZ is the hospital to fix the world. Obama was our opioids. It made us feel like everything was good.
That's not true, bro.
Yeah.
That's not true. Listen, first of all, calmly.
What's your name, though?
I'm Van.
I'm sorry for disappointing you, Van.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Calmly.
Yeah.
What you said up there a second ago, the statistic on black on black violence is true. What they don't tell you is there are people dedicating their lives to working throughout the problems of black people. There are black people every day, boots on the ground. They're all over the place that are working towards this. Like every single day, people are trying to fix this problem. The narrative that black people don't care about black lives until a white person takes them is false. That is not true. But the problem is the people that are doing this work in communities every day, guys all over the place, they don't get the type of reverence, they don't get the type of shine, they don't get the type of light spotted on them, the spotlight, should I say, that other people do. Those people are the ones that need to be empowered, the people that can help Chicago, that can help South Baton Rouge, that can help those places, that are working there every day. They doing it and they dedicating their lives to it. But they don't get big up by rappers, they don't get invited to things, they do it for nothing because they have to. So what I'm trying to say is while we're having all of these conversations about stuff that gets covered on the news, who's gonna talk about what doesn't get covered on the news? Like to me, for a lot of years, the dude that inspired me to be more than what I was in Baton Rouge, that was you. Ask everybody in this room for years, ask everybody in here, how many times we've had a Kanye West story and I've stood there the only person to defend Kanye West because what you meant to me, and then after that, you slapped me in my fucking face by getting next to people who mean me harm. And who don't even care about being honest about the fact that they mean me harm.
I think that we have to get next to everyone. We don't like Trump. We have to talk to them. We have to talk because Trump is a human being also, and he's in a very powerful position, and he's doing a lot of things to actually help business owners be able to go past all these.
And that's where I shut you up a little bit because you're at the end of the rant anyway. But at the same time, Kanye's very right. Okay, they do want us against each other at the end of the day. That's the end all be all to that part. But I played this more so to emphasize on the fact that this Kanye is the free thinking Kanye that they have heavily drugged up. This is the Ye that they want to keep drugged up because they are scared of what he can actually do with his voice. As the gentleman that he is standing next to said, you have a very powerful voice and you have to be more responsible with it. At this point, Ye is not responsible for his own voice. He's barely responsible for his own thoughts. Yes, he will always and forever be a free thinker of his thoughts, but it is also very hard for him to maintain those thoughts. Like I said, early signs of dementia are within Ye right now. Ye is up in his higher 40s, I would say. You see some real quick. I know, like I said, Ye is up there in age. He's up there in age. Yes, Ye is 47 years old right now. I don't think that part gets noticed too much. It's not like Kanye West is still 26 years old or 35. He's 47, going through all these stages right now. 47 years young, going through Hollywood kicking him out, being canceled, the industry shutting him away, and now they're pretty much preparing him for death. That's what I pretty much have been seeing lately. It looks like they're literally preparing him for death. Because one of the main... how they actually do it is the same way they've done it for everybody. Excuse me. DMX, Mike, Prince, You can go down the list of people. Had it Whitney Houston. They make you look crazy. Make you look like you are on drugs. They remove your fame and devalue you. They make it so everybody can't stand you and just wishes you were gone. And then it's when you're gone, it's he's not feeling any more pain. He's not feeling any more pain. That's all it is at the end of the day, right? So it saddens me to see, or even hearing that they done got my boy Ye, and they done figured out a way to get him. They figured out a way to get him. Bliss Hyman, yeah. Like I said, the list goes on, yo. The list goes on, and how many people they done did like this. They make you look crazy. They put you under the drugs, get you addicted to them. Now this is at a point where they got him on camera admitting to this shit. Admitting to he likes to be on this shit. I can't play the Candace Owens content, of course, but got him admitting that he wants the shit, right? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those times where, unfortunately, we must get ready to start saying our goodbyes to Kanye West, because the powers that be are removing him the same way that they removed everybody else. Yes, and then they profit off of his death. See, that's the other key part to this. They want Vultures 1 and 2 to come out. Yeah, get Vultures out, so we can sell that shit later on when you go. We can easily put a hologram in one of these damn stadiums and have your followers follow around that shit. Can easily do that. But yeah, man.